Welcome to Group 8, Roleplay on Termination and Evaluation. In this roleplay, we will witness Julia, an experienced and compassionate social worker, meet with Sarah, a client, in her mid-30s facing employment and mental health challenges. The session focuses on the termination of their therapeutic relationship. Where Julia will evaluate Sarah's progress and discuss future steps to empower her as she moves forward.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Honestly, I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed. The job search isn't going well, and my anxiety has been creeping back up.
I'm sorry to hear that. It's completely understandable to feel overwhelmed, especially given the challenges you're facing. Let's take some time today to evaluate where you're at and what support we can provide to help you move forward. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Great. To begin, let's recap the goals we set in our last session. Can you remind me what we focused on?
We talked about finding a job in marketing, networking more, and managing my anxiety during interviews.
That's right. Let's look at those goals and evaluate your progress. How many jobs have you applied for in the last month?
I've sent out about 5 applications.
That's a good start. Have you had any interviews or responses from those applications?
No responses yet, and that's been tough. It feels like it's not going anywhere.
I understand that can be discouraging. It's important to acknowledge that job searching can take time. Now, let's also review how you've been managing your anxiety. You mentioned you were trying some new techniques in our last meeting. How has that been working for you?
I've been practicing deep breathing exercises before bed, and it does help a little, but I find it hard to stay calm during the day.
It's wonderful that you've started with the breathing exercises. Remember, consistency is key, and it can take time to see the full benefits. Would you be open to exploring additional strategies we could integrate into your daily routine?
Definitely. I'm willing to try anything at this point.
Excellent. Now, as part of our evaluation, I'd also like to discuss your feelings about our sessions. Do you find them helpful? Is there anything you'd like me to change or focus on?
I think our sessions are helpful, but I sometimes feel like I'm not making enough progress. Maybe more focus on actionable steps might help.
Thank you for being honest. Creating more actionable steps is definitely something we can work on together. Perhaps we can outline specific tasks each week to help you feel more accomplished and reduce that feeling of stagnation.
That sounds good.
Great. Now, let's discuss the termination process briefly. It's essential we have an open communication channel about when we might conclude our sessions. Ideally, we would want to taper off once you feel more stable and ready to manage without our meetings, but we'll ensure to plan for it so you won't feel abandoned.
I appreciate that. I don't want to feel like I'm being cut off without notice.
Absolutely. We'll establish a plan together. I suggest we touch on this in every session moving forward, discussing your readiness and the next steps. Sound good?
Yes, that makes me feel better.
I'm glad to hear. As we continue, I'll also provide you with resources, such as support groups or workshops that can keep you connected and supported outside of our sessions. For instance, the Ministry of Human Services offers several services, including 1. Vocational training programs that can help you build essential skills tailored to the marketing field. 2. Job placement services that connect job seekers with potential employers. This might give your applications a boost. 3. Networking workshops, which can help enhance your connections in the marketing industry and improve your confidence in reaching out to others. 4. Support groups specifically for job seekers, where you can share experiences and get encouragement from others in similar situations. 5. Mindfulness and anxiety management workshops that teach techniques to help manage stress and anxiety in daily life and during the job search process.
That would be really helpful.
Wonderful. I encourage you to explore these options as they can really complement our work here and provide additional support on your journey. Finally, let's schedule our next session, and I want to make sure you have the tools to stay connected and feel supported.
Thank you. I feel more hopeful after talking today.
That's what I'm here for. Let's keep making progress and working towards those goals together.
Sounds good to me.
Great. Remember, progress can be gradual and every step counts. I look forward to hearing about your experiences and the strides you make by our next session. Take care of yourself and don't hesitate to reach out if you need support before then.
See you soon.
In the role play, Julia, the social worker, evaluates Sarah. The client progressed toward her goals while discussing the termination process. For example, she reflects on Sarah's job applications and anxiety management skills, emphasizing the importance of structured evaluation to ensure that their sessions have met her needs.
Understanding evaluation. Julia systematically assesses Sarah's experiences and outcomes while gathering feedback on the effectiveness of her interventions. For example, when she asks Sarah how she feels about the support she has received, Julia is evaluating the impact of her guidance on the client's job search and anxiety management. Types of program evaluation. The social worker conducts a formative evaluation by asking Sarah how many jobs she applied for and how her experiences have been. For instance, when Sarah shares that she has only applied to 5 jobs, the social worker recognizes this information as part of ongoing feedback to gauge her progress. Additionally, during the conversation, she identifies barriers to success. For example, no responses from job applications, which reflects a process evaluation. Evaluation research. The role play demonstrates evaluation research by examining the efficacy of specific practices Julia uses. For example, by asking Sarah for qualitative feedback on whether the deep breathing exercises have made any impact on her anxiety. During interviews, she evaluates the effectiveness of her therapeutic approach. Frameworks for evaluation. Julia implements a logic model by defining specific interventions, like mindfulness exercises, better interview performance. For instance, Sarah's practice of deep breathing before bed is directly linked to her goal of managing anxiety better, showcasing a clear connection between intervention and desired results. Evaluation methods. Julia employs qualitative methods through conversation by asking open process evaluation. Julia focuses on deeper process evaluation by asking Sarah about the frequency of using her anxiety management techniques. An example is when she prompts, "How often have you used deep breathing techniques in stressful situations, like during job interviews?" This inquiry allows her to assess whether she has effectively integrated these strategies into her daily life and to adjust her approach if necessary.